It's not always the best idea to say yes to every opportunity. In some cases, it's better to strategically refuse. What are these cases? In this episode, I'll share my experience and we'll talk about how learning to say no can help you on your journey. First, sometimes politely refusing someone can help you a lot. I have many stories when I helped my friends with even the strangest requests and then dealt with the mess I got into. At some point, I stopped lending cash to almost everyone except few close people who always return it on time. The funny thing is that right now several people owe me money back, and from time to time I have to remind them that all the deadlines have already expired. Very often, because of their kindness, people find themselves in strange situations, and not always everything is limited to a purely financial issue. I had tons of situations at the university when some kind of internal friction occurred between my friends, and without knowing it, I helped one of them, automatically taking his side. In 99% of cases, it makes no sense for anyone to become part of a conflict between other people, but often this happens against your will. As you can see, now I'm not talking about opportunities, but mostly about avoiding conflict situations. And you never know where and which of them await you. Here I can only say one thing. Always be ready to help your family and friends, but try to correctly assess the situation. Even in a case with debt, it's often a right decision to give a person money for a while, if you know that he or she needs it and deserves your trust. Yes, the return may take a while, but you will help your friend. It's worth it, even though you may need to sweat in the future. Second, refusing a dubious opportunity can save you from troubles. I also had such moments. Sometimes you get an offer that sounds too good to be true. No one argues, it's quite attractive. But something is wrong. You subconsciously feel some kind of catch or guess that something is not clean here. In these cases, maybe it's worth refusing the offer. Yes, you can use this opportunity and immediately agree. But if you already suspected a trick, isn't it better to figure it out? I had at least 2 experiences during my undergraduate studies where I almost was involved in illegal schemes, but I refused. Moreover, in both cases nobody revealed all the details to me and the offer looked quite legit. But this is exactly how it happens. No one will openly say that you are being offered to break the law. In those moments I felt that something was wrong and I took a break to think, studying the issue. As I went deeper into the details, I began to understand, to see the whole picture. I feel very grateful to myself that I didn't get involved in any dark activities then and I avoid them now. I think this would have put an end to many of my plans. There will always be a lot of opportunities around, and it's up to you to decide which one to take on and which one to let go of. But remember 2 simple rules. Number 1. If something looks too perfect to be true, just be careful. Number 2, don't look for easy ways out, because usually they are wrong. Any result is achieved with labor and time. If you want to come to crypto, for instance, and quickly earn a lot of money, 99% that you will lose your capital. The same works for any different industry. There are a lot of smart people around you who also want to become successful and rich. In some things you understand better, in others they do. However, not every one of them is honest. But don't go to extremes. If you will refuse everything in a row, staying still, you will not get anywhere. Your head is your main assistant. Third, by refusing one thing, you have more attention and basically time for something else. Sometimes you can find yourself in a rather dangerous situation when you realize that for a long time you were concentrated on something that didn't meet your expectations and forgot about other options. Focusing on one thing has both pros and cons, but if you jump at every opportunity without analyzing it, you could lose a lot. Think about it. When you concentrate on one direction, you develop in it. In other words, where attention comes, there is growth. But what if you choose the direction hastily? No matter how hard you try, if you are moving along the wrong direction, achieving your goal will be problematic. Therefore, when you are open to new things, don't make hasty conclusions and think through your steps ahead. Sometimes it's worth saying no in order to move on, but I can't really call it a mistake. Everyone needs to understand the difference between when you are doing something targeted and when you are knocking on the wrong door. You need to be able to set priorities and understand the very essence of any activity, where it will lead you. Where will you be if you continue to do this in years? Without the skill of saying no, you likely won't go to the best opportunities. So I'll say it again. Learning to say no is very important for your growth. Concentrate only on areas in which you are confident, and everything will work out. Guys, thank you so much for checking this episode and basically for checking all other episodes on this channel. Yeah, as usually, you know, I appreciate it very much. So if this information was kind of useful for you, let me know in the comments below, give me your like. If it wasn't, let me know in the comments below as well to explain what should be improved next time. Give me your dislike if you want, and see you in the day after tomorrow. And yes, by the way, follow my channel. So see you soon, guys.